It was the best concert I've been in about a year. Not quite as good as Family First 5, but comes to a very close, like, tie.
Yeah.
So, oh my god. It was amazing. Amazing is actually the right term for that. Amazing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, if you haven't caught on to even that part, we went to see Tokio Hotel in Dallas at the House of Blues.
On the 27th of August.
27th of August.
Best day of my life.
I wouldn't go that far because I'm not a crazy cuckoo banana, but it was pretty amazing. Like, it was a pretty damn good day.
Yes.
So we should start from the beginning. Like Tuesday night-ish. Like a speed run of Tuesday night, which is basically...
Alright, so we came home and I was like, oh my god, blah blah blah, where's mom? And then she came home and she was like, okay, I can't rent the rental car until 6:30 tomorrow morning. And I was like, because we wanted to get there at night, thinking there was going to be like this huge line, which turns out wasn't even a problem. But anyways, so we left the next day at like 6:30.
Kind of a problem.
Well, people were stupid. So we left the next day at like 6:30 and got to Dallas around like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, we got lost in Dallas for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So we just drove around in circles, and that was pretty fun because we got to see all these like homeless people in this random tunnel of doom.
Subway is apparently the
God.
most popular restaurant
in Dallas, Texas. There were so many
Texas.
Subways. Like, there was like a parade of Subway people. Like, seriously, there was like 700 people, okay, maybe like 30 people, like walking down the street with Subway bags. And we're like, what? And so apparently Subway gets lots of business.
On the way to Dallas, there were these random scary statues, like a Pegasus horse that looked dead and...
Oh my god, yeah, and there was like these random, like, longhorns running down a hill and a waterfall. Like, it was just like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't been to Dallas before.
Yeah, there's buildings all over the place.
For 3 years. So, so we got to Dallas and we was lost and we drove around and we finally found Lamar. And then we went the wrong way on Lamar and we went into the scary tunnel thing.
And almost got hit by a tram. By a tram.
We didn't hear the thing going ding, 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 or whatever the sound that thing makes. You know, like the thing that goes like, "Ooh, train's coming." And so we didn't hear that. And so yeah, so we almost got hit by a train. And then we went in the scary tunnel thing of the convention center. And then we got out of there fast because there was like scary things happening. It was dark and there was like a dust storm going around, like a tornado. And so we got back on the right side of Lamar. And then we there was no cars in the venue. No cars. So I know you stupid girls who were like, raw.
We got here at 3 a.m. Yeah, because the venue's really open at 3 a.m.
Right. So if you're watching this, we're going to talk about you a little bit later. Just hold on, you stupid sons of guns. So yeah, we got to the venue and there was like no one there. And there was this tour bus. And so we were like, oh, that's cool, a tour bus. And so we took a picture of it and we were like, I don't think that's their tour bus. And guess what? It wasn't their tour bus. It was the roadies' tour bus. You know, like the people who like put their stuff on stage.
And
their tour bus.
We went to go eat inside Hooters, which happened to be the world's largest Hooters. Which
across the street, we went to Hooters.
People need to wear more clothing.
Oh my god, butts were hanging out everywhere.
And this girl messed up our order and blah.
Oh my god, we asked for 3 Dr. Peppers. And she came back with wait. Not only did we ask for 3 Dr. Peppers, but Priscilla's mom was like, oh, 3 Dr. Peppers, that's easy to remember. And the girl was like, yeah! And then she came back with 2 Dr. Peppers.
And a tea.
What?
Yeah.
I don't even like tea.
Dr. Pepper tea.
Dr. Pepper tea. And it was like, what? Okay, and she was really nice, so I just think because she was a Hooter, she was like stupid or something.
But then a different girl came back and she was like, what would you like to eat?
Yeah, and she was kind of annoying. Okay, and then she asked us a bunch of questions about
why we were in Dallas.
And so we told her about Tokio Hotel and she was like, what? And so we told her more about it and she was like, what?
And then we were like,
time to go. And so,
and while we were in here, there were these 2 girls, which happened to be, you stupid little girl that was like, oh, I got here at 3 a.m. Liar. We saw you.
Didn't. We saw you arrive.
Stalking the tour bus.
Yeah.
Freak.
Like, it was like, what are you doing? Like, they were standing in front of the bus and they were like, look at Tokyo Hotel's tour bus. And you're like, what are you doing?
And then, they were petting it. They were petting the tour bus.
Yeah, and they were like looking through the windows and they were like, looky, let's be stalkers. Because they thought they were in there, and guess what? Wasn't even their tour bus. Like,
some random roadie came out to do something with equipment, and they were like, oh, look, let's run away now because we's gonna get killed by their bodyguard, which was a roadie.
Just picking out like trash or something out of the back of the car. Anyway, it didn't matter. And so those stupid girls were like raping the bus, like humping it, and like, oh my god, Tokyo Hotel's like been in this bus, like Anyway, and so they were in there, and then we went into the House of Blues to get some merchandise, because Priscilla's mom wanted some merchandise.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. Like, this shirt is from the House of Blues, and it says "Where the heart meets the soul" in black letters and some silvery stuff, and it says House of Blues with wings. Yay, shiny.
Yay.
And so yeah, so we bought some stuff, and then the guy was like, "Yay! For buying more than $15 worth of crap, you get past the line privileges." And we were like, "Oh, that's cool." And then there was like 15 girls in there, so we were like, "We're gonna go leave and change." And he was like, "That's a great idea, Mr. Smart Cute Guy behind the counter." And then we were like, "Oh, okay, smart cute guy, we're gonna leave." And he was like, "That's great." And so we left and we went and changed, and we made some awesome signs.
Yeah. So this is my sign.
This is Beal, and this is Tom.
Yes. And then this is the back of the sign. It says "Ich liebe dich."
With a heart.
Yeah.
Heart.
Yay. Okay.
Yeah. And this is my sign. This is Bill, Tom, Georg, and Ghosty! Ghosty! I don't know if you saw the whole sign. Yeah. Okay, and the back of mine says, Heart, Tokio Hotel.
Especially Tom.
Especially Tom. And the thing about it is I went from German to symbols to Tokyo Hotel to English randomly. Yeah.
And more on the signs later because we are going to make more than one video because this is going to take forever. Anyways.
Well, we'll get to it. And so we went into the thingy, and there was like 30 people. Okay, so there was like 100 people when we got back, and we were there first. So we were like, we'll let them stand in front of us. We're in this random line, so we're like, that's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was this blonde chick who thought she ruled the whole entire world.
The people that worked at the House of Blues was like, "Oh look, we got to make more room for people. Everyone crowd up over here in this random blob of doom." And so we all were in this blob, and then this crazy chick
started yelling at me and Priscilla because everyone else like ran on this long side, and we just walked over, and she was like, "I know you're not gonna stand in front of me because like we've been here since like 3 o'clock in the morning," and we're like, shh. It was those crazy stalker chicks from the tour bus, and we're like, "We saw you come up at like 2 o'clock." And so we were like, "We were here first. It doesn't really matter. You can stand in front of us if you want." But
And then Lana was like, "Okay, how about we just all take a big breath and calm down?" And then they were like, "Rawr, I hate you, rawr,
right, raw, like catfighting me." And I'm like, that was so not me. Like, I was so calm. I like didn't hurt anyone. I only hurt one person this whole concert. That's how calm I was. Normally I would punch 600 people in the faces. But so yeah. So yeah. So they yelled at us, and then I yelled at them, and I ate their heads off and ripped them some new ones, and then we finally got downstairs.
No, okay, and then they started trying to sing songs, and they would sing like 4 lines of one song and then switch to a different song. And might I mention, you guys have no harmony whatsoever.
And they couldn't, like, they kept singing in German, but they were singing the words wrong. Anyway, the whole thing is that they sung like verses, and then they would stop the song, and then they would cheer like, "Yay, we can sing a verse."
I think they made me deaf.
It was pretty bad. And we met these really cool Korean chicks, so if you see us, just email us if you watch this video, because we really wanted to send you those pics that we promised we'd send you.
Yeah, except we couldn't find you, and then we had to leave.
Right. And so we went down to the mosh pit area, or the general admission area, and it took like 2 hours past the time that they said they were going on to go on. And normally that would be hard, except for like Tom and Bill and them were like poking their heads out of the green room windows, and it was really fun.
And Tom went pokey, pokey, poke at the curtain.
Yeah, he was teasing us. Like, he was like, "Oh, if we have to make them wait, can we at least make them excited?" So he would like poke the thingy and be like, "Wah,
we have a minute."
Wah, 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 wah. And so people would start screaming and yelling, and then they put his whole hand in.
So the curtains dropped, and the concert started, and it was amazing. And then I handed my camera to Lana, and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna drop it," after taking a few pictures. And then she handed it back to me, and I took 3 more pictures, and then I somehow shoved it in my bag because I knew I was gonna drop it. And then she held up her sign, and I held up my sign, and then we got split up. So here's our Yeah. So we're going to tell you our stories differently because we're running out of time on this, and
we actually split up, so there's 2 different stories, so that's why it's gonna stop.
Yeah. So watch our next videos. It's going to tell you what happened throughout the whole concert. All right. Bye.